Everybody, Matt Hofeld, SBN's CrimsonandCreamMachine.com here at the Lloyd Noble Center to talk to Oklahoma head basketball coach Lon Kruger about his Sooners. This year the Sooners finished 15-16, which was a game below 500, but we did see significant improvement from his squad in his first year as Oklahoma's head man. The Sooners won 5 games in conference, including 2 wins over the Kansas State Wildcats, who were an NCAA tournament team. We also saw marked improvement on the floor in the area of taking care of the ball, scoring averages going up, defensive averages improving as well. So let's go inside and talk to the coach and get his thoughts on his first year as Oklahoma's head basketball coach, as well as the future of OU basketball. Visiting with Oklahoma head basketball coach Lon Kruger following his first season as the Oklahoma basketball coach. Coach, just real briefly, I know it's several months worth of getting ready for the season and then the season itself, but kind of talk about your first year as Oklahoma's basketball coach. How did you feel the fan response was? Maybe some highs and lows of the season as well.
Sure, it's hard to believe a year has passed. It's gone very quickly. Number one, the fans have been terrific. Couldn't be more warm in their welcome. I thought they were very supportive of the team throughout the year. The crowds, not always full Lloyd Noble, but the crowds grew a little bit as the year went on. I thought they were very appreciative of the guys' effort and work. Everyone wants to win a lot of games right away. We didn't win as many as we'd like to, but I thought our guys made progress throughout the year. They worked hard, they played with enthusiasm, and most importantly, they understand that clearly that we've got a lot of work to do and a long way yet to go.
There were several games that in which you could tell you were just so close. You're just so close to being where you thought you needed to be. Depth seemed to be a little bit of an issue. How significant was the transfer of Calvin Newell after the season started? How much did that hurt your depth?
We lack depth. So anytime you lose a player that figures to play a lot of minutes, it's going to affect your team. Consistency was probably the biggest area of concern for us. We had moments where we played pretty good basketball. We played good teams right to the wire. And yet we had too many moments during all those games where we didn't play as well as we need to. Too many wasted possessions. But when you don't win a lot of games, that's the way those teams are. Just not consistently good enough basketball to win tough ball games. But we'll keep working at it, and guys will keep making progress.
Now, your track record as a coach shows a significant improvement from year 1 to year 2. Sometimes that puts extra expectations from the fan base, but you as a coach, when you look at your guys, you've got a lot of people coming back for year 2. What do you need? What are some main areas of improvement you need to see from your guys going into next season to get the team where you really want them to be at the end of the second year?
We really do have to improve across the board. We've got to be a lot more physical, especially to loose balls, to rebounds on both ends of the floor. Defensively, be a little stronger, but most importantly in all those areas, be more consistent. Each possession has to take on more significance. The combination of the guys we have returning, plus the new guys coming in, we feel really excited about the opportunity to make good steps next season. We expect to do that. We think we can.
The end of the season with a tough loss to Texas A&M. After beating them in the final regular season game, you go to Kansas City and kind of a tough defeat there. What's the mindset of your players going into the offseason? Are they encouraged by the improvement that they did have this season as opposed to the year before? And kind of talk about their off-season mentality and what you feel like they're going to accomplish.
Players all over the country, when one season ends, it's very natural to get excited about preparation for the next year, and our guys are no different. They've worked pretty hard all year long. I know they'll work hard in the spring, summer, and fall leading up to our season next November, but again, these guys understand that we've got work to do, and they understand that we've got to get bigger and stronger and more physical on both ends of the court, and they'll use the offseason to do that.
A couple players I just want to bring out here by name, and just kind of the first thing that comes to your mind. We did this the last time I interviewed you on handwritten, but I want to just do this because it's always fun. But just kind of first thing that comes to your mind when I say a player's name, like Andrew Fitzgerald.
Good season, good mid-range shooter. Need him to even improve that range going into next season. We expect him to step out and stretch the defense a little bit, maybe even shoot some threes because he's got a good knack for getting the ball in the basket, and we need him to continue to do that.
Romero Osby.
Terrific attitude about getting better every day, working hard. Maybe ask him to do a few more things than he was even comfortable doing this past season, but I think because of that he expanded his game, consistently got better throughout the year, had some big numbers rebounding the ball, and will continue to improve offensively.
What about Sam Grooms?
Very good year in terms of taking care of the basketball, getting it where it needed to go. will spend a ton of time in the gym working on improving the shot.
And Cam Clark.
Cam had some really good games late in the year. Need him to continue to just do everything a little bit more consistently. I think we'll see a different player in Cam Clark next year. Had some good moments this year. We need him to expand his game in all ways going into next season.
A player that we've noticed in practices that we were able to attend, a couple of other media people have called him out, but you just last week talked about Amat Mbai, and what do you think he's going to add to this team next year?
Amat has worked really hard. That's where he's got a passion for the game, and that's what he'll bring to this team first and foremost, is that desire to line up and compete really hard every day, and everyone will be affected by that. But his versatility, being able to score inside, outside, very good rebounder, will block some shots, but most importantly, will bring a great attitude about working really hard every day in practice. We visited with Toby Rowland a couple of weeks ago, and he described you as possibly the world's nicest man. He also said that he sees your influence on the players as well. How important is that to you to hear things like that, and also to know that you're instilling something in your players more than just basketball? Well, the nicest man part is not that important. The idea of us trying to help our guys get better is important, because that's what our function is, to create an atmosphere, most of all, that the guys want to be a part of. And if they want to be here every day, and if they're looking forward to being here every day, then we've got the chance to teach and to work with them. And that's what we enjoy the most, to see young people make progress and enjoy the process. And it is a process. It doesn't happen overnight, but these guys again, recognize they have a ways to go, and we're excited about being a part of that with them. Coach, it's always a pleasure. Appreciate your time. Thank you. My pleasure. So that was it. That was our interview with head coach Lon Kruger. We want to thank you for watching and being a part of CrimsonandCreamMachine.com. Do us the favor, go to the right sidebar here at Crimson and Cream Machine, click the subscribe button underneath our YouTube channel, and follow us on YouTube. We continue to work to provide you great features just like this one today. I'm Matt Hofeld, SBN's CrimsonandCreamMachine.com.